Hey everyone, I am Tammy from Shirley's of Collins. I am going to teach you how to make two different types of bows today. The first one is just going to be a basic 5-yard bow. I've already had my 2.5 inch roll of ribbon that has 10 yards on it. I've already cut it into 2 pieces to get my 5 yards. But we are going to start off. All you do is we start off maybe about 6 inches, put these two together, scrunch it up in the middle. Make sure that when you do this, that you have enough on the outside that it's not gonna go back under that when you go to start pulling. We're gonna go to the other side. We're going to scrunch this up. And the secret is to make sure that both sides of your ribbon are almost the same. That's gonna keep your bows even on both sides. Okay, we're going to take another piece. We're going to twist really hard now. And you're gonna come in, and you're going to scrunch. And we are going to leave about a fingertip between the two on each side. And you're gonna do the same thing. I'm holding my thumbs on top and my second finger's on the bottom. To me, that's the easiest way for me to do it. So we are going to twist really hard, come back, grab it in the middle, that fingertips on this side, and we are going to pull it up, and we're going to make sure that it's almost the same on both sides. Once you get to doing this, it will, most of the time it's gonna always be the same, but I still do try to measure. So we have got 2 loops so far on one side. We are going to take and twist this side, bring it up, underneath it, have your second finger, grab it, and see, we've got another fingertip going down. I'm going to twist this side, bring it around, another fingertip. We're gonna kind of make sure that they're all even. We don't want one big side on this side and a short side on that side. That's gonna make your bow look funky. I'm gonna kind of turn it around so you can see twisting it. Bring the loop up, another fingertip right there. Twist it on this side, and you can stop if you don't want 6 loops on each side. You can stop wherever you want to. It just depends on how big of a bow you want. Got that fingertip, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. Got to put 2 more. Go under, twist, bring it back up. Make sure you got a fingertip coming down. And we're gonna twist this side. Have that fingertip on this side. We got 1 more loop. You always want to put the same amount of loops on each side. This is just one of many ways to make a bow. This ain't the only way. Okay. Then we have got, these sides are all even. We'll pull it apart and fluff it once we get everything tied off. So I'm gonna cut this off. Always leave a little bit so that whenever you go to pull, you're not gonna pull your bottom layer out of your bow. This isn't really long enough for a streamer. I made my loops just a little too big, but I'm gonna get this piece, and we're gonna put 2 streamers on it. I'm gonna go probably about like that big. So I'm gonna scrunch that up. That's probably 12, maybe 15 inches. These don't have to be exactly even. Cut them. There goes my ribbon again. Let's put us another one underneath it. kind of get them about even, but you don't really have to, because it looks just as good with different lengths. And just cut it. And now we are going to try to squeeze this as tight as possible. You're going to take your wire. If you can't use wire, you can use pipe cleaners. Put it about halfway in it. Bring your wire up under it. And this is where you have to, let's get it as tight as you can and twist it. If you don't get it tight, then your bow gets loose and you can't fluff it as good. So, we'll straighten our streamers up. So, what you start off doing, you just kind of bring them one to each side. On each side. Then you can go back in and kind of straighten it up. I like to always go through my bows and kind of do my fingers in like this and kind of fluff them up a little bit. If you need to kind of bring it around to make it even. Let's see. And that's how you do it. Now we are going to dovetail the ends. You can do diagonal, or you can kind of fold these together and cut them with a V. You don't need straight edges. See how I'm dovetailing it with a V. And if you don't want them that long, you can always cut the streamers back off. But this is a 6-loop bow made out of 5 yards plus a little bit more because I added extra streamers to it. But there's your fall bow, and all you got to do is put it on your wreath or put it on top of a mailbox swag or wherever you want to put it. Okay, now I'm going to show you a different way. This is going to be using 3 different types of ribbon. So, I'm going to do 2 loops. No, I think I'll do 3 loops of this one and maybe 2 of this one, and I'm going to come back and put this one on top, the 1.5 inch. I always like to add 1.5. So, this is 2.5 inches wide. I start, I'm going to start from the top on this one, make it a little bit easier, doing the 1.5 inch. I'm going to do probably 3 loops of this one. Start off maybe about 6 inches, scrunch them together, and leave that little bit of space at the bottom so that when you go and pull your bow to fluff it, it doesn't come out. Scrunch it together. I'm gonna put it between my fingers, that's the way I do it best. But let's make sure both sides are even. And you see I need to bring it up just a tad. There you go. Okay, we're going to twist it. Bring it up under your fingers. I'm probably going to keep these just about even because it is my centerpiece of it. I'll twist this, bring it under my fingers, bring it up just a tad because you can see my middle's just a little bit bigger. And let's do one more. Twist it again. Bring it up under your finger. Twist that one, bring it under. Now these are a little bit bigger bows. I can kind of show you how to do a smaller bow later. Okay, we're going to cut this. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with a solid brown rusty ribbon. We're going to do it just like we did starting off. We're going to fold it together like this. Leave that little bit of space so you don't lose it. Push them together. Put it under there. Don't have to twist this one because it is your first layer. Bring it under. This is going to be about your fingertip away from your other bow on each side. Going to twist it. Bring it under your finger. I'm going to kind of leave these about even because I don't want my bow getting really big. Twist it again, bring it under. Now on this one, I'm going to make these even. If you were making like a really, really big bow, you would make your loops just that much more bigger. I'm gonna put one more layer. I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna bring it back. You can pull it under here if it's gonna be too long. We're gonna try to get all three of those about the same. Twist again. Come under. All three of those the same. I'll cut that one off. And we're going to add in this 2.5 inch green. I'm going to keep it about the same as I did my brown. We're going to put these two together and we're going to put it under there. We may bring it out just a tad, not much. Don't have to twist on the first layer. I'll bring it under. Bring it in just a little bit. You can kind of see about what kind of room I've got on each side. I think I'm going to just put 2 on this one. I'm going to twist it. Bring it under. Hold your fingers together. Twist it. And bring it back under. Okay. Now you can go with either one color streamer or you can go with all 3. I'm going to put all 3 of them together because this is going to be a pretty fall bow. And I'm going to layer it about the same way that I did when I was layering them on making the bow. You can do these one at a time, or you can put them all 3 together and just, you can already have it laid out if you want to. But I'm just going to take that, put it underneath my bow, come down, and just cut it to where it's about even. I need better scissors. I'm at home trying to do this, so. Okay, let's get our wire. Remember what I said. Let's hold it really tight. You're gonna go halfway with your wire or pipe cleaner. You're gonna put it in the middle, right there. You're gonna bring your wire around and on the back. This is where you get it real, real tight. and you just twist it. The more ribbon you have, the harder it is to twist. Pipe cleaners are maybe a little bit easier, but I always use wire. We're gonna twist it. So this is what it looks like before you fluff. You've got your 1.5, and you got 3 loops of it, 3 loops of your solid brown, and I only did 2 loops of this green. Both of these are 2.5 inches, and this is 1.5 inch. So we're gonna start in the middle, and we're gonna go one way with one way with the other. Since we have 3, we're gonna leave it in the middle. Sometimes if you don't twist real good, you can take this and open it up a little bit. So we're going 1 to each side and leave 1 in the middle. Like that, and just kind of open it up with your fingers and fluff it. Same way on this one. One way, 1 the other. Leave 1 in the middle. Okay, we only have 2 of this one, so I'm just gonna kind of open it up. And this is where you make your bow pretty. We fluff it up. I'm gonna kind of twist these streamers so they'll be kind of going to the front. Okay, and just keep kind of opening, pulling until you get it exactly even like you like it. And run your fingers through there so just like this. And now we are going to, if y'all can kind of see how it turned out. And let's dovetail some of these ends. I need my ribbon scissors. I don't have those. We're going at a V downward. One more. Okay. That is using 3 different ribbons. The main thing is to remember to always hold it tight when you're twisting it to put your wire cleaner on it. That's what holds the bow together really well so that you can actually open it up and fluff it. I should have put 3 loops on the back, but it's okay. And then this is just using our 5-yard roll of ribbon. I made a 6 loops on each side. Okay, that's our bow segment for today.